Welcome to Martinsville Speedway, home of this week's Top Speed Graphics Super Late Model Series race. And as we get ready to hit race number 5 in the season, which is also our most populated race so far this season, it's going to be a really good one. I know that for sure. And there we go. I was going to say the YouTube chat is not coming up. But this is the pre-race show, and as we get ready to... So as we finish up qualifying here, it's going to be a good one, that's for sure. 13 cars currently qualified. 3 others not yet qualified. And as we get ready to almost fire off the engines and get ready for this race to begin... Well, it's a big one. Let's see if I can find the point standings. That's going to be the number one thing that we got to look at really quick as we get towards this part. So after... Oh, we did not... Okay, so there's no points, updated points at all. So, phenomenal. We have not gotten the updated points yet, so we will stray away from that right now. But we have Martinsville, a speedway that's known for its NASCAR racing, but the Super Lates will take it. And I mean, it's a good track. It's a really nice track. Not a lot of banking, so we're going from, you know, last week was okay banking at North Wilkesboro to about the same amount of banking, if you think about it, but just a longer track. So the straightaways are going to be longer, the braking zones are going to have to be earlier, and the drivers are going to have to be on their toes at all times. This track is one of the ones where if you get into that the Yellowwood sponsored yellow stuff in the infield, you're going around. It is a nice curb hop for it. And we're going to bring up your... yeah. All right, well, yeah, we're going to...
Hi, everybody.
I forgot to... We gotta get rid of the... There we go. So, I was wide over the mic. Now, as we get ready for this race, we're going to get your starting lineup up and ready for this one. And my SDK does not want to work right now. So, please give me a minute as we try to get the live HUD up. I don't think it's going to be working, but all right, well, that's going to be fun. All right, there we go. And it's not... I was doing public series racing. I was doing public series racing before, but now we're ready to get it up. Chase Montzelewski in the number 17, coming in on the pole with Elliot Condra in the 09 to his outside. TJ Moon in the number 9, starting 3rd, with Wyatt Blair in the 88, starting 4th. Gabriel Ngoli in the 55, starting 5th, with Colby Luca in the 6, in the 37, starting 6th. Derek Slidell in the 3, starting 7th. Nolan Crane in the 33, starting 8th. 9th is going to be Axel Benoit in the 83. Aaron May in the number 10 in 10th. Asa Bears in the 77, starting 11th. Kevin Alvarez in the 84, starting 12th. And we have last week's winner, Jake Clarino in the 14, starting 13th. Wyatt Youngwood, who is not racing, he's our admin today, he's starting 14th. Ryan Wayne, 15th in the 39. Brandon L. Justice, 16th in the 54. And Cody Troyer in the 122 in 17th, rounding out your field. As we get moving, Chase Montzelewski in in the lead art spot. We're going to try to get him into the booth right here. He qualified on pole. We're going to try to see if we can get him in the booth. I don't know. I think it should be 2 laps to green, but we're gonna take a look. Try to get him in here. Just to give him a little bit of an interview if we're not going green this time. The lights are off on the pace truck, but the pace truck did not come in, so. Hey Chase, this is George in the booth. You got a copy? So you got a pole to start off this Martinsville race. How comfortable are you? I mean, going this full 125 laps and trying to get this win.
Just try to stay consistent, try to stay out front. Hopefully not wreck out like last night. Just let's see what happens here. I'm pretty good at here.
All right, sounds good. Good luck with the rest of your race, and we hope to see you in victory lane.
Thank you, you too.
All right, well, Chase came up just short last week, and now he comes ready with another pole. Try to get a great win here from the ZMax 125 as we get ready to go green. Roll into the restart zone, green flag in the air, and they get going really quick. Well, into turn 1, TJ Moon on the bottom, getting into second really quick. Elliot Condra and the top line. Oh, in the back, they're wrecking already. Huge hit for Aaron May. He is missing the front bumper with huge damage. And it looks like he's... Oh, that tire is... He's not able to turn. That is huge damage on lap number 1 to start off this race. And other drivers involved are Nolan Crane with huge damage after Jake Clarino got him the win last week. He's going to be sending it to the pits and most likely done early on. Well, it looked like it all started with Axel Benoit. He looked like he got turned around, and we're going to go take a look now at what just happened. And, well, realistically, take a look at what happened on the last lap. Let's take a look right here. So right here, take a look at the 83. He's going to come, and they're going to get together. He's going to spin himself off the nose of the 33, take the 33 into the wall. Nolan's going to come off of the corner and right into Aaron May. Shoots him all the way to the inside, off the wall, and oh man, he gets hit in the air by Ryan Wayne, who was also, oh man, and then all the pinballing, and somehow, someway, that 83 was not the most damaged car after this one. So, that's how our first caution comes out tonight, and it looks like a couple cars maybe out of this race. Well, you know what? Since we are waiting for a 1 to green, we're going to bring in Nolan Crane now, who is not here. So I would think he's done. Early into this race, it's not a good way to go. We wanted to see if we can get an interview with him, but I don't think so. So, big start for this one as, well, first wreck happens really early and takes out a couple good race cars. And some who are high in points. So once again, another incident that results in just not a great situation for drivers. So as we get ready on lap 5 to restart, the pace car's gonna come off and we get ready to go. And green flag back in the air. TJ Moon was holding right on the door of Chase Montzelewski. They were touching up until the restart zone. Chase gets a great jump. TJ Moon now forced to go to the bottom. And in the back, 77 all the way up the racetrack. Well, we're going to go on board with TJ Moon while he tries to battle with Chase Montzelewski. And right here, if you notice, ooh, he slid it into the corner. He's throwing it into the corner, trying to get there. And it's kind of early for that. It's 125 laps in this race. And just throwing it in there, getting it in there, and... Ooh, yeah, I don't know if you try to make a move at this point. Whoa, there he goes. He's out of the groove. Tries to save it. He basically does. But goalie right on the rear bumper now. That's going to give a lot of room for Chase to go. And, well, basically you saw TJ Moon throwing it into the corner. Eventually, it was going to end up going out like that. And, yeah, as you see, it was just something that, it was inevitable to happen. And, well, something that was going to happen anyways. Oh, Elliot Condra really loose out of the track. Gets... Ooh, oh, we got somebody loose back there. There's Claudel. So Chase leading, and when you go behind the pack, let's take a look at where Wyatt Blair is. So right here, Kobe Luca in the 37, Wyatt Blair in the 88, and then you have Clarino behind them with the 09 of Condra and 3 of Claudel. Now, Chase now still in front of the 9 of TJ Moon. And still trying to get up to Chase. That's going to be a big thing. TJ Moon still trying to get to Chase's bumper. Nolan, can we get an interview with you, like a non-vulgar interview with you? I wanna see what exactly happened. So now Chase continues to lead out front. And a split between the top 3. There's a gap of about a second now between them. Goalie behind getting really loose. He's in the wall. And, well, when you look at that, look at TJ Moon trying to just close the gap. He's throwing it in there a lot, though. And that's going to be something I'd be worried about for later. But now he's going to make a move to the inside. Side by side. TJ Moon to the inside. Chase having to use the outside. And TJ Moon blinks out. There goes Chase. He's going to have to save it. He got into the wall. And now loses another spot as TJ Moon's going to take the lead. And Gabriel Goalie into second in the 55. Well, Chase, a lot of ground to make up, and now with a little bit of damage on the front end, it's going to be a difficult climb. And behind them, Asa Burst back here with Ryan Wayne, Kevin Alvarez, Aaron May still on pit road. Nolan Crane is out of this race. Condra back here behind Skladel, and, well, Chase Montzelewski now being basically having him on the back bumper. TJ Moon out front. Well, TJ Moon with goalie behind almost, yeah, 3/4 of a second there. And Chase with that damage maybe affecting him, and that's a big thing to have, as, you know, that's a a hard thing. We're going to go on board with Derek Scodell as he tries to get around the 17. That was a hard hit into the wall, and he's getting sideways off the corner. You can see that. Exit of the corner, getting into the throttle, and I think that was a blink. Oh, never mind. Scodell is dropping huge. I don't know what just happened. Scodell just dropped huge. And he may be out of this one. Oh, nope. That was a big blink right there, and he's gone again. Huge blinks for Derek Scodell in that number 3. And that's gonna shake up a little bit of this race as Elliot Condra now is on the rear bumper. He's blinking in and out. And this could be bad if that internet doesn't, go back to normal. TJ Moon's still up front. And right now, is something that just needs to be looked at. It's going to be who can really compete with TJ Moon. Because Chase with the damage as Asa Burst is around, and the caution flag will come back out. He's going to get that number 77 machine back turned around, and we're going to take a look at what happened. Well, right here, you can see the 77 coming around into turns 3 and 4. And yep, right there. I said this before. When you get on the Yellowwood curb, you're going to go around. And right here, 77 goes around. Ryan Wayne locking up. He's going to hit him. And Asa Burst just goes around entirely. So that's the way to start, and that's the next caution that's going to be brought out. And right now, on the pit road, a couple drivers going to get some damage fixed up, and Jason Maslewski is staying out. Even though he does have the front end damage, I mean, it's going to be difficult. But since we're 1 to green, we're going to try to bring him in here. Chase, this is George of the booth. You got a copy? Well, we saw you get loose after TJ Moon blinked going next to you, trying to go side by side, and you hit the wall relatively hard and bent in the front a little bit.
I didn't even know he blinked and hit me or anything.
He blinked. I don't know if you lost it off the corner, but he did blink on the outside, and that's what I thought.
I lost it off the corner.
Yeah. So are you feeling anything affecting you right now? Because I do see that the front end is bent in a little bit on the right front. So.
I don't feel really anything except for tire wear.
Okay. All right, so we're going to put you back. We just wanted to see what happened up there and just, hope that you can now, with the caution, get back up to that 9. Try to put yourself back up front.
I'll try my best. He's really quick. See what happens from here.
All right. So Chase, that's Chase, and the choose cone right there. He's going to go with the outside here. Now, the outside has been very weak so far today, and something that, you really don't want to be on, but Chase can make it work. He's got a possibility of going in front of the 9. As somebody in my house is running around, and I think that's Astro. Well, everybody chooses the inside line, which is absolutely insane. I mean, I feel like it's a no-brainer to gain some spots. Just come on the outside, the inside. I mean, even the outside to gain some spots. But everybody else on the inside line, green flag back in the air. Big jump from the bottom. Well, they go 3 wide into turn 1. Chase is in the middle. Elliot's going to let him in. But Scodell back on the outside now. Everybody else kind of fizzles out in a single file. But now up here, 2, double file. Chase and Derek Scodell next to each other. Everybody else single file, except for Colby Luca, who's also on the outside line. Scodell trying to force his way in, and he is going to get it. Chase was almost about to turn him right there, and he got it back in. And now the only car on the outside line, 2x2, is Colby Luca and Elliot Condra. They're still both side by side. Man, it's going to be difficult to battle with TJ Moon today. He's really quick at the start, but the biggest thing is going to be tire saving as Did somebody just blow up? Oh! Behind them, the 77 and the Ryan Wayne. Let's take a look at what happened here. I mean, that looked, was interesting. Let's take a look. Right here. Oh, he got into him. Got into him right there, and that's what caused them to spin. They all save it. Green flag still in the air. Well, right here, Chase now dropping spot to Derek Slidell behind him. Colby Luca was able to get in front of Elliot Condra, and now the big thing is going to be the quote-unquote super team. Oh, what happened to TJ Moon? He just absolutely, I don't know what just happened. What happened to TJ Moon? He hit the brakes. Oh, the 55 into the wall, lost it off the corner. And here comes Derek Slidell to the inside. Chase Montelewski trying to get the inside on Gabriel Goli. Cautions out. And Ryan Wayne and Kevin Alvarez got into it. Once again, another incident. And another incident. He's going to bring out the third caution on lap 35. Well, here's what happened with Ryan Wayne and the 84 of Alvarez. So off the corner, oh, Ryan Wayne just going to hit the wall, and Alvarez gets into him, and both of them go into the inside wall. And that's how your third caution comes out. Just again with the wall popping, and it's getting really loose off the corner, and that may be the hardest part of this course to run. And we're going to bring in Colby Luca here to get an interview. Hey Colby, it's George in the booth. You got a copy? Okay. So you're a first time running on this track, and so far we've seen a lot of incidents due to, getting loose off the wall, especially coming out of 4. Have you seen that specifically? I know you did a little bit of practice here now in the race. What do you think is the hardest thing that you've gotten to get used to in the now trying to push yourself up to the front?
Well, my car sucks. My car is not driving good. It's plowing through the turn. I've been adjusting to that. Made a move. I gained a couple spots in the restart, so got to keep going forward, honestly, if anything. I think I'm the only one in the field struggling with tight car.
Well, you're still running really well. Top 5 here, and the guys in front of you are all over the place. I mean, Goli just hit the wall last couple laps. Chase hit it earlier. TJ Moon has just been basically running away, except for the point where he hit his brakes. But I think you got a good shot to come up front, try to battle for a win here.
Yeah, thanks. My car starts to rotate. I'd rather be a little bit loose than a little bit tight like it is right now.
All right. Good luck with the rest of your race. We hope to see you in victory lane.
Yep, thanks.
All right, so we got Colby Luca in the booth for an interview, and well, obviously he says the biggest issue tonight is this car being too tight, and well, I guess once it gets around, you really think you could run it well, and I mean he's able to get up to here in the 5th, and with a lot of guys in front hitting the wall, it's going to be a big issue for wheel damage and a lot of front bumpers being cracked in. I mean, TJ Moon slowed down randomly after that, but now pace truck pulls off, and we get ready to go green once again. In the restart zone. Oh, they stack up on the bottom. Everybody checks up, but they keep it rolling, and the 55 almost just cleaned out the 9. Derek Slidell didn't go on the restart. Almost went down into TJ Moon and wrecked him. And man, is it going to get tight here. Colby Lucas shoots up a spot. Now into 4th position, but look side by side, the 55 and the 3, they're into each other, into the wall, big flash behind.
Yellow flag.
Derek Slidell and the 77 sliding into the inside wall, and you knew it was going to happen. You saw they were getting really close and involved in a wreck, and that's our 4th caution of the night. And we're going to take a look at what happened just now. right here, you can see that the 55 makes contact with the 3. He goes up the racetrack and then puts the 3 into the wall. Chase gets out of the way. Wyatt Blair, unfortunately, not being able to get out of the way. Elliot Condra goes spinning into Wyatt Blair. He doesn't get hit from behind, but the 83 of Axel Benoit goes into the 3 directly into the path. And then the 77 spins, locks it up, and hits the inside wall off screen. Well, we get ready for, what will be restart number 5 of the night. On caution number 4. On the GKR Broadcast Network. Right now, 3 cars in the pits. All right now, TJ Moon up front. Chase is coming down pit road. Early, I don't know if he got any damage from that, but he's coming down pit road. Let's see what I'm missing with. Let's see what we can. If there's anybody we can bring in, I don't know if we're 2 to green or what. Doesn't look like it. So we'll bring in Wyatt Blair. Kind of see his point of view. Wyatt, this is George in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
So we saw you get involved in that wreck. Well, first I want to ask you, how bad is the damage?
Definitely damaged. My right front's knocked out pretty bad, but hoping we can get it repaired. I have about 5.5 minutes damage, so it's not like race ending, but it's definitely bad.
And the second question I was going to ask is, what did you see in front of you? Because we saw that the 55 basically got entangled with the 3, and the 3 went up into the wall and came back down, and you kind of were in the, I mean, you couldn't go anywhere point.
Yeah, you know, honestly, we already had that big checkup on the restart, so I was already trying to be really careful and not run into anybody. But unfortunately, coming out of 2, I just didn't see it happening. I mean, I was behind. I actually don't know who it was I was behind, but they faded left right as I tried to fade left, and I slid right into them because of my brake bias. So it's unfortunate, but you know, we'll try to rebound. We've done it before, so we'll just see how our 88 Project Podium Motorsports Chevrolet does.
All right, sounds good. We hope that you can, you know, come back and try to get a great finish this race.
Thank you.
Yeah, so realistically, you look at it, and it's going to be a difficult story here for a lot of drivers because so far, just a bunch of, like, you know, 45 laps through, we got 4 cautions, and just unfortunate for a lot of the drivers here. And now you really look at the guys who are behind a lot of the others, and the 84 did not get going. And now Colby Luca's going to battle with TJ Moon up front. But you really looked at, you know, where a lot of the guys were and trying to make it to a point where, you know, you were pushing all yourself up. But now a lot of the guys just trying to avoid the damage bug. And I know I'm just babbling on, but basically, the damage bug is when, you know, caution breeds cautions, but you get wrecked and you got damage on your race car, and with no fast repairs, it's just not great. Just heard somebody hit the wall, but I don't know who it was. I was in the back. Aaron May off the racetrack now. But it's basically a damage bug. It's, you know, you don't want to get damage in a 125 lap race at Martinsville with championship implications and no fast repairs. That is one of the worst things. I mean, you don't want to get damage in any race with no fast repairs because that's just a hell sentence. Jacob Colorino just absolutely goes up the racetrack, and that slowed him way down. He's flying. He's just flying way up the racetrack, and that is just something that we got to look at. I mean, could have fried the tires, but I don't know. TJ Moon's still out front. Colby Luca now about... I hate when it does that. I'm going to look at the... TJ Moon about almost a second in front of Colby Luca. You know what? This is a good time to hit our first side-by-side, and today, advertising the Best Buy AI Truck Series. Well, the caution flag comes out here on lap 55 as TJ Moon was blazing fast and ended up putting about a second and almost a half a second on the 37, who was in second place. And Elliot Condra around with huge damage on the front end, and that's not good for your points leader, as that is big damage. He can't even drive it. That is big damage, and that may be race-ending damage. Elliot Condra with huge damage, and we're going to take a look at what happened right now. That was, that's something big. I mean, oh, man. Let's look right here. Yeah, Elliot and Skladel get together, and he gets right off the front of the front bumper of the 3, hits the wall hard, almost on his side. And then the 84 comes packing in. Condra's big damage in the 09. And man, that is tough for your points leader. As once again, another race where he may have terminal damage that ends his race. As that is big, big damage. Wheel damage. The wheel's out of the, it's just out. I mean, the wheel's loose. It's going to be difficult to come back from that. And I don't think we have Elliot in VC to try to get a interview with him. So, it's just a huge wreck for Elliot Condra. And now, it's going to leave about 8 drivers. A couple in the pits right now getting damage repaired. But right now, a huge wreck for the points leader. And, well, we're going to get... And TJ Moon is blinking out again. That's going to be interesting towards this race, because usually the internet, if it gets really bad, will take you out of the race. But right now, they're going to get too wide. Chase behind his Grant Thormeyer Racing teammate in the 37, Colby Luca. Jake Clarino also. Last week's winner in Nolan Crane's number 33. He takes the Grant Thormeyer number 91 out for their debut race. And now, inside line being very good. I'm surprised some more people are going to the outside. It's going to be an insane restart right here. Green flag. And they kick the throttle, and there they go. 55 into turn 1. He's going to block the 37 from getting down. And there goes TJ Moon. TJ Moon in what I think is going to pretty much a cursed image on that super late. That's the Ford Mustang Dark Horse. I think that's cursed. That just looks cursed to me. But the Dark Horse on that number 9 as he continues to throw it through the corner. He is blazing fast, and will anybody have a chance to really keep up with him? We'll see right here. It's going to be a huge uphill battle for the guys behind him. As, man, he is fast. And when you look at it, Chase had him for a little bit. They were racing side by side. And then he hit the wall, and all of a sudden, he just does not look like the driver he was before. And, well, you look at it now, Colby Luca sitting about over half a second now behind the 9, trying to close a gap, but just slower through the corners. Got a better corner exit there, but still not enough time to make up at this point. As now Ryan Wayne's going to pass Elliot Condra, who's sitting in pits. Elliot Condra's race may be over, and that's going to be a huge hit for him. As that's just something that you don't want to happen. Obviously, something that you don't want to happen. And right now, let's go down out of the pits. Trying to get back into the race. Try to just put some laps down. He's about 9 laps down. But right now, we're focusing on the front. I mean, it's really not a battle for first place. It's more of a battle for third. Chase Bonzalewski trying to get around the 55 of Gabriel Goli, and he's just trying to throw it in there, not going anywhere, and just out of the corner, trying to get something done and just not being able to. He's going to try to steal the inside here. He was clear. He wasn't clear for a second. Now he's going to throw it down. Here comes Chase Bonzalewski to the inside. Oh, Goli almost into the wall, and they still remain side by side. Goli's still on the outside. Chase going to use the entire amount of the inside. And they are into each other a little bit. Goli into the wall. And that Pontiac GTO. And Chase Bonzalewski is going to make the pass for third. Behind them, Clarino, Benoit, and, well, Asa Bears is like far away. But Clarino and Axel fighting for 5th position. With Ryan Wayne kind of just behind there running laps at this point. And Clarino gets into the wall. Ryan Wayne's going to get a huge jump on him. And right now, TJ Moon, about almost a second, over a second and a quarter, ahead of 2nd place. And man, is he fast. He's driving a rocket ship. I mean, you look at it, TJ Moon driving a rocket ship here. It's going to be very difficult to try to reach him unless some mistakes happen. And well, if you can keep that car clean and not make any mistakes, you take him home a winner. And from what I'm seeing now, almost to lap 75, TJ Moon is going to be the surefire, my pick to win this race, as he is absolutely cruising that rocket ship for a chance at a victory here this season. Yeah, realistically, not really doing anything. Well, Colby Luca, kind of closing the gap, but then again, just really good through the corners is TJ Moon, and that's going to be a big issue. Tires. What are we thinking about tire saving in this situation? You know, when you're a car in the lead, you're just kind of cruising. When you're Colby Luca, you're trying to just push, and that's going to hurt your tires. But for a first time in one of these, he's doing really well. TJ Moon now continuing. And now we'll take lap 75 of the ZMax 125. You know what? Right now, we'll hit you with another side-by-side. This time, most recent race posted on the YouTube channel, the Publix AI Series. Well, welcome back to the ZMax 125 as TJ Moon, now with about a 1.4 second lead on lap 80 over the 37 of Colby Luca, and behind them, field relatively spread out, except for maybe Clarino and Benoit, who are about almost near each other. Right now, under a blanket, these two are the only two guys fighting, as right now, whoa, the 55 loose off the corner. That is a huge bit of loose. Now we're looking in at pole sitter Chase Pontalucci, who's down 2 spots right now, sitting in 3rd. And at this point, heartbreaker last week at North Wilkesboro, off the front bumper of Jacob Clarino, and to the line, one of the closest finishes. And then last night in Nitro Zone, where he lost the truck at Iowa with 5 to go from the lead. Chase has had a rough one. This is a very rough week. Simstock, though, back-to-back wins. That's where he got it. He was really happy about those. He made a post earlier about them. But right now, he really wanted this win, and that is slowly slipping through his fingers as TJ Moon continues to dominate the field. But Colby Luca, in a surprising turn of events here, has closed the gap a lot on the 9. We're going to go on board with Colby as he tries to exit the corner here off of 4. Well, he's cut that 1.4 second lead down now, and it looks like either TJ Moon's falling to the tire wear bug, which, I mean, realistically, you could see if he was throwing it into the corners earlier in the race. But Colby Luca now closing this gap ever so slightly, when with a lot of race left, he's got a shot at doing it. Especially if that race car gets looser. Exactly what he said before. He said he likes the race car loose. If it's tight, it's going to be an issue. But right here, you can see him. He's being able to handle it a little bit better, but still not closing as much as he wants in the corners. And biggest thing is going to be wasting the tires, and that's going to be something you don't want to do. But right now, sits about almost half a second, a little bit over half a second behind the leader. But it is getting closer, a lot closer. Right now, yeah, Colby's getting closer, and Chase is also kind of coming in, but I feel like another caution's needed, but then again, I don't know if they have another set of tires or not. So it's going to be interesting. These long runs are going to have to be capped off by a big tire save, as when you waste your tires a lot, it's going to kill, and that is what is going on for sure. And as you can see, they're coming back up on lap traffic again. That is Wyatt Blair. We talked to him before. He is up in front of TJ Moon, who has just blinked out again. There's Wyatt Blair running the top side. So right now, he's going to go down to the bottom, and he should slide up right in front of Chase. That's going to be the interesting thing. No, he slides all the way up the racetrack. That is a interesting line. Oh, he saved it. Almost hit the wall, and I think he's coming down pit road. And Wyatt Blair coming down pit road. This time by, and now I think the only lap car still in this race. Yeah, everybody else out of this one, and Asper's the last car on the lead lap. So right now, 8 cars currently in the field still. 1 car on pit road, 7 cars on track, and those 7 cars are all on the lead lap. Oh, TJ Moon is also kind of just beginning to get this gap going a little bit larger, so realistically, it's not close at all quite yet, but Colby Luca could put down the yeah, he's getting there. He's getting there. I could see it. If you look at the relative up in the corner on the score sheet, I mean, oh, he got in the wall. But on the tower, Scoring tower, he's getting closer every time he goes through, but now slowed down because of that wall, so really looking at it, TJ Moon still leads, and gotta check how many, I wonder how many laps he's led so far. I don't think I have that, so that's gonna be an interesting one, but nobody except for Chase is pitted. Chase pitted lap 42, Jake Clarino lap 36, Asabears lap 41. Gabe Ngoli, Axel Benoit, TJ Moon, and Colby Luca have not pitted yet. Now my question is, do they have enough fuel to make it around? Or are they banking on a caution? Now that's one of the that's a GKR strategy that Chase is taking here, and that's I'm finding it interesting, especially if they do need fuel. Chase took the GKR strategy, and that is literally what it was, getting in for fuel, because you know that, you know, midway through the race, if you're not going to be competitive with the leader, try to strategize to win the race. And well, looking at it, I mean, you can't really see anything from this view unless I shut it off, but oil, you can only see oil temp and water temp. You can't really see anything else, so interesting situation. How much fuel do these drivers have, and do they have enough to make it? And it's going to be a really interesting turn of events if they do. And TJ Moon. Also, I was just notified, TJ Moon, obviously, I mean, I knew it. TJ Moon's driving for Party and Project Motorsports. That's Wyatt Blair's team that Axel Benoit is driving for, and Wyatt Miller, who was driving last week. So, really good for this team to start off something with a great dominating, and now 25 to go. I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting. I mean, Colby Luca has closed the gap a little bit and just like lost it, and is losing it even more. And right now, nobody pit, but can they make it the entire way around? Did Chase just go around? Ooh, Chase with some sort of something happened to Chase. I mean, yeah, something happened to Chase. Let's take a look. I mean, something happened to him. Right now, 3 wide. Oh, right here. Here's Chase. He's off the corner, and back end breaks loose. He has to lock it up and just sideways. An unfortunate loss of position for him. I could tell he's not happy. You could tell he's not happy, but right now, just 22 laps to go in this race. TJ Moon leading by 0.7 seconds, about 3/4 of a second over Colby Luca. Both of these guys have not pitted yet, so in a big situation, will it come down to that? And you know, it would be nice if I actually asked Wyatt at the start, but do they need to pit? Because none of them have pitted yet. And you would think that, you know, it would be nice to have them pit, a lot of pit strategy, but so far, nothing. Right now, Chase is about 10 seconds behind. And the only two who are relatively close is Chase and Benoit, and TJ Moon and Colby Luca, who separate themselves about less than a second still, but not getting in close. 19 laps to go now, and yeah, this is one of those like where just absolute domination by that number 9 of TJ Moon. He came to this track, didn't qualify on pole, but absolutely came out of the gates firing a rocket ship. And man, is it gonna be close? And I don't know if there's fuel. I really would like to know. I really would like to be informed. But then again, I don't know. I don't know if they need fuel for this or what we're dealing with. But continue on. Colby Luca. We're gonna go on board with Colby Luca here. Try to see what he's doing into the corners now differently than before. As they reach another car, potentially lap traffic, that is Asabears. who's in front of the 9, but Colby Luca trying to close this gap a little bit and just, you know, it's going to be difficult. Definitely going to be difficult. Off the corner, and right now, about 0.6 seconds behind TJ Moon and slightly closing. But as you can see, TJ Moon's still handling his lead pretty well. Yeah, that's... He's closing. He's closing a lot now. Look at that. He's getting there. I mean, that he kind of lost it there, but he's getting up to the back bumper. It's just gonna be a thing of, can he get up there when it matters? 13 to go left in this race, and well, I'm guessing they didn't have to pit because they probably would have pit by now. I wouldn't think you'd pit with 10 to go. But right now, Colby Luca throwing it in there. He's closing ever so slightly. We're going back on board. Oh, he's throwing it into the corner. Almost to the back bumper. I wonder if he waited for this. He's pushing it into the corner. Oh man, he can get to the rear bumper definitely, and that's gonna be some big thing, especially if he sends it in and knocks out the 9 from under his wheels, and that's going to be one of the most interesting things. 10 to go, and we have a battle for the lead. He's going to have to keep it in range though to try to push a send job. And man, is it going to be tough, as the 9 has been really good all day. Maybe separated by about a car length right now. About a quarter of a second. Slay lost it off the corner, getting out of the end. Yep, good exit. Good exit for the 37 of Colby Luca. Still almost to the rear. It's definitely going to take a bump and run to try to get him the win here. Everybody else so far behind. 8 to go here from the ZMax 125. It's a battle between TJ Moon and Colby Luca. TJ's just, riding it out into the corners, and Colby's just trying to get there. It looks good. He's keeping it within, and eventually he's going to have to make the move to try to move the 9 out of the way, and that's going to be a huge, huge deal as Asa Bierce gets out of the way. In that 77, he's going to let the leaders battle it out. Look at how close the 37's getting. We're going to go on board with the nose. You can look how close he's getting right here. Oh, he's on the back bumper right now. Really close racing. He was on the back bumper right there. TJ Moon from the gearbox. Caution's out with 4 to go. Chase spun it, and he's got damage. Well, we almost had what could have been a very cheesy bump and run, but Chase got around, and well, we are, I think, waiting for the pace car. But right now, see what happened to Chase. He just, same spot. Oh, let's see. So it looked like about the same spot. He's going to come in here a little bit too hot, and he hits the apron and then goes around again. And oh, he stops there. I mean, he has a chance right there to spin it around, but then the leaders come. So I mean, that's gonna be an issue. That's gonna be something to be looked at the end of this race. He's gonna go into the pits and he's putting on new tires. Well, right now, Kobe Luca into the pits. So TJ Moon's not into the pits, not taking tires. Kobe Luca is. Gabriel Goli also stays out. Asa Bear stays out. Axel Benoit stays out. So Kobe Luca's going to be in the back now. And we're going to go into overtime. Clarino also in. So it's going to be an interesting run to see what happens here, because new tires could prove to be entirely different. Nope, here. Ooh, he fakes out. Not pitting. TJ Moon is not pitting. Well, we're going to bring in Chase and we're going to talk to Chase. Chase, this is George in the booth. You got a copy? Well, what happened there? It looked like you just got loose, and I mean, it looked like you hit the Yellowwood curbing and just got loose.
So I popped the wall the lap, or not the lap before, but like the turn before, and I couldn't really control the car, and I spun it.
Oh, right now, I think you said a lap down, so I don't know what your plan is coming into this final restart.
I think my teammates are mad at me. But we'll see what happens here.
Alright. Good luck with the rest of your race. I kind of wonder why his teammates are mad at him. I mean, team owner Nolan Crane could mention a little bit on what I can say as a team owner. Colby was really close. Like, and I mean really, really close. With coming to 3 to go, when your teammate is having a chance to bump and run the leader, because you saw how close that was getting, and really with a shot, Colby's definitely trying it out. I could see that for sure. He's going to try to do, I think, probably one of the most crazy moves ever, but we'll see what happens.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. The 83 spins the tires. And right now, with 2 to go, the 9's got to... Ooh, hold it, Colby, hold it. TJ Moon, there he goes, he's going to send it in. He moves him out of the way. White flag is out. Colby Luca made the move. And into turn 1. Does TJ Moon have an answer? The new tire strategy may have just worked out for Kobe Luca. Off of turn 4, Kobe Luca is going to win the ZMax 125 in Martinsville. Oh, and I don't think TJ Moon's very happy, but I don't know if he's very happy at him there. I mean, his bumper's inside his. I wonder... Yeah, TJ Moon's not very happy. But, I mean, that's a move. He left the bottom open. I mean, I'm going to go take a look at that. He did leave the bottom open, and Grant Thormeyer Racing wins their 2nd race in a row here with new driver in his first start. It's going to be Colby Luca getting the win here. So, let's take a look here. This is coming into turn number 3. I think he left the bottom open. Yeah, right there. TJ Moon leaves the bottom open. Colby sends it in. They get into each other. Knocks him off the groove. That's it. That's a short track move. That's short track racing right there. That is, I mean, that's what it is. That's short track racing. And Colby Luca comes out of turn 4 and takes the white flag and then comes all the way around for the win. We're going to see who we can get in here right now. All right, we're going to do 3rd place finisher, Gabriel Goli. I don't know if... we should get TJ Moon in here too. But, all right, we're going to go for 3rd place first. All right, so we're going to get Gabriel Goli in here right now. Hey, Gabriel, you got a... this is George in the booth. You got a copy? So you bring it home third after, I mean, what a wild race it was for you. You were battling with a 17 for the longest time, and then finally able to pull it out on the last restart and take it home third. Just take me through your race and how you felt at Martinsville.
This is one of my better set tracks in this car, just because of the long straightaways and hard braking zones. And this is my first race in this league. I kind of skipped the first few because I do a racing league Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I was just taking a break from this one, and just came to try it out for Martinsville, and turned out to be well. So went my way.
All right, that's good. Are you hoping, or I mean, are you planning on coming back and racing once again this season? I mean, you got a great car. You're a really good driver, and I feel like definitely have a chance at fighting for a top 3 in the point standings.
Yeah, I'll probably look to come back for another race. Might not be the next one, or might have to take a few weeks off because I have my racing season started. But other than that, I'll definitely be coming
All right,
back.
sounds good. Congrats on the 3rd place finish.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to get TJ Moon in here, and well, that's going to be an interesting interview. That's for sure. I know that's going to be an interesting interview. I got to figure this out. Oh. There we go. All right, we're going to bring TJ Moon in here right now. TJ, this is George in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes,
Well,
sir.
you come home second after virtually leading this entire race and being the favorite to win, and after probably a strategy move that Colby Luca pulled, and then the move into turn 3 and 4. Just take me through that last restart.
Well, we got off the corner good, coming to the green, and then we went down on the 1 and 2 and was fine. And then down in the 3, I did my line for the last 40 laps, and then he proceeded to drive through me. But yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's whatever. I mean, we have other races to do. I would also like to thank Wyatt Blair for getting me into this ride, Podium Project Motorsports. Yeah, I gotta thank everyone that's kind of helped me get here. I kind of joined last second, so I wish we would have won, but it's fine.
Yeah, a really good race for you. You had a rocket ship for most of the race. Just unfortunately, the caution at the end killed you. Because that staged the entire thing where Colby came down for tires and just pushed it to the hardest and the limits. But I mean, you can come back next week. You definitely got a good car. You're definitely a great driver. So I could see you winning a race in the next few weeks.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Hopefully we come back. Yeah. I mean, I also got to thank my girlfriend for letting me race now, because I probably wouldn't have ran this race if she didn't encourage me to. So.
All right. Well, thanks for the interview. Good luck next week and great finish today.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna bring in your number 1 first place finisher, Colby Luca, in the 37. Colby, this is George in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
All right, well, I mean, after the first interview that I had with you, I didn't think that you were going to be able to chase down. I mean, TJ Mooney looked like he had everybody in the field there, but realistically, looking at the end of the race, it looked like you got, full control of the car and you were able to get right to the rear bumper before the caution came out. And then after that, tire strategy, really smart tire strategy, helped you get the win here. Just take me through, the entire race.
Yeah, honestly, the first 50 laps it sucked, and after that, I got a control of it. Even my teammates were saying I was power slotting in the corner. It probably looked kind of crazy from the broadcast view how I was making it stick, but it worked. I drove them down, and I was kind of pissed the caution came out at first, but I knew on that restart I'd probably be fine and set for the win.
Well, I mean, it got really close on that restart. I mean, the 83 absolutely slid it in front of you and almost took you out on the restart. But you were able to slow it down, get past, recoup everything, and make the move on the 9, which, I mean, TJ's not really happy about it, but I want you to explain that move a little bit in turns 3.
I honestly don't care. I put it into the line there. He came down the track. I even talked to him about it. I'm like, I don't know if he was racing with me the entire time. He saw that line I was running. I didn't drive anything different. I held around the bottom. He came down the track. He said the fact he was running that line the entire race. I just told him the fact of I ran my regular line and you came down. I can't really do much about that.
All right, well, a great win for you tonight, and I mean, what a way to start off your career in this league. I mean, taking the win for the new and improved Grant Thormeyer Racing with their all-star lineup of drivers and taking home the win tonight.
Yeah, honestly, this is my first ever iRacing league win, so it's honestly pretty cool. I've been screwed over a ton, so that time I got one.
Congrats.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Well, we thank you for watching Top Speed. Let me recoup this thing. Okay. I'm losing my mind. All right, we're going to go over your finishing positions before we do anything, because I'm losing my mind. But bring those up. Colby Luca comes home your winner. TJ Moon 2nd. Gabriel Ngoli 3rd. Axel Benoit 4th. Asa Vers 5th. Jake Clarino 6th. Chase Monzalewski 7th. Wyatt Blair 8th. Ryan Wayne 9th. Derek Sklodell 10th. Kevin Alvarez 11th. Elliot Condra 12th. Aaron May 13th. Nolan Crane 14th. Everybody else didn't start the race. So that's how we get to this point. And we thank you for watching Top Speed Graphics Super Late Model Series on the GKR Broadcast Network. My name is George Kirifides, and we'll see you next week.